Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV live on Facebook and YouTube. As always, my name is John, your host, and I hope you're all doing well under these very, very difficult circumstances. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is episode 50 of daily live chat along with John. Live chat with John, I should say. It's not a watch along, that's coming next week. And as I say, basically, there's a platform where I talk to you guys about a few things. As it's Sunday, we're going to be doing the West Ham quiz again. So there's 20 more questions, and I hope there's a time for you guys to talk to me about things as well. So let's see who's about. Mark says hopefully we'll see you there. Hope you will be around, Mark. Hi Rick, good to see you. Jay Jazz, hello guys. Hope you're all right. And he did make it, yes. But guys, as always, as this is Sunday, there's not really that much to talk about. So first and foremost, what I want to get from you guys is, now that we've had a couple of days to have the friendlies sink in, what do you really think is important? Has been the important things out of these friendlies? Because there are actually quite a lot. I know there isn't a lot of information about these friendlies, but I do. Andy's in. Hello, mate. But I know there hasn't been a huge amount of information available apart from the photos and the little bits here and there that ITKs have been leaking, and those that think they're ITKs as well. But you know, for me, it's very, very. There you go. That's a bit more. That looks a bit better. For me, it's very, very. It's very, very crucial that everybody's been given a run out. First and foremost, that's the most important thing for me. That when in these friendlies that we've played, we've had, especially for yesterday's game, the Crystal Palace game, they had 3 sets of 30 minutes rather than the 45-45. So from one point of view, I guess it's, you know, it's horses for courses, but at the same point, it's also, for me, it's a fact that, you know, they're trying to break them in gently, which is the best way to do it. Because guys, let's face it, there's been no football for 3 months. You know, as of when the football kicks off for West Ham on Saturday week, so you know, there hasn't been a lot of time to get your energies back and everything, and it's an absolutely crucial thing for me has been the fact that these guys have, all of them have got the run out, even those that aren't exactly number one on the top spot for our squad lists at the minute. You know, for example, it was great to see Wilshere have a run out. It was great to see Ngakia, regardless of what you have your thoughts on it. It was great to see that he's had a run out on that. It was great to see Silva's had a run out as well. It's been great to see that Rice was captain as well yesterday, which is a very, very interesting play. Marshy and I were talking about this earlier today. I didn't really notice all that much. I mean, I obviously saw the photo, but I didn't realise that Noble was is also like 2 meters or what, not even that. It's like 3 or 4 feet away from him when that photo was taken. So it's interesting that they're trying to tempt Rice, possibly. Maybe it's a temptation to keep him, for him not to go to Chelsea next season, by making him captain for that friendly, and therefore say, look, you know, if you know, keep up what you're doing, and you're going to be captain permanent, you know, on a long-term basis. You know, it's as I said to Andy when he showed us the photo as well, it's not really that important because it's a friendly. But it's morale boosting, especially the only thing that irritates me about friendlies is when we don't keep a clean sheet, and we've conceded 2 goals over this. Yes, all right, we've won, what was it, 4-1 and 2-1. You know, we scored 6, we conceded 2, but we should be keeping clean sheets, especially against a team like QPR. No disrespect to any Rangers fans that are watching, but we should be keeping at least a clean sheet on that, you know. But at the end of the day, as I say, Wilshere's had a run out. It appears in both games. There was an article that went up about the likes of Masuaku, Ogbonna, Creswell weren't in, and there was another player as well, but I can't remember whom, weren't involved because they picked up minor knocks, but they are minor knocks. And, you know, it's just the fact that, as I say, the more important thing is the fact that, I mean, even Jack Wilshere apparently went off nursing his groin. But having said that, I can understand that there's going to be little bits of things here and there because players haven't played professionally for 3 months. You know, they've been sitting at home, exercising, spending time with their families, whatever they've been doing, you know, and it's it is. It's just that that's the thing. It's just that they need the exercise. They need the exercise. They need the run out. They need to get the practice in again. 2 friendlies, perfect way to do it in an exactly same sort of time schedule that we're going to be seeing next week as well, for that matter. So very, very good, very good. Kieran, hello, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're all right. Mark says they're just keeping the fitness up. JP agreed 100%. Jay says think the wins will boost confidence and team morale. Very possible. Rick says the same thing. Game time and fitness. And everyone else is just saying hello to each other. But yeah, it is. It's interesting that we've got those stages. The schedule was perfect as far as I'm concerned. We've had, they've been able to do some good runs here and there and get themselves used to playing two games in a week. Hopefully everything's okay. Hi JP, hello, good to see you, Pete. Hope you're doing all right, mate. But yeah, now there was 2 corona positive tests over the weekend, as you guys have probably read. So let's just, in case you haven't, let's just have a quick read of this. I said a Norwich City player is one of 2 people tested positive for the coronavirus from the latest round of 1,200 Premier League tests. Testing took place on Thursday and Friday, with the unnamed player involved as Norwich beat Spurs 2-1 in a friendly at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium also on Friday. Spurs confirmed they have no positive tests. That's unfortunate. No, all joking aside, no. And the Canaries player had no close contacts with their team. So maybe it was a player on the bench. Who knows? He will self-isolate for 7 days. So basically what that means is not the 14 days that you and I have done, because I've looked a bit more into this. So what will happen is the fact that they will isolate for 7 days. And then so basically on next Friday or Saturday, they will be retested to see if they've still got the symptoms. If they have got the symptoms again, then they'll have to reset for re-isolate themselves for 7 days, etc. That is that kind of thing. But yeah, it's good. So the Premier League since suspending blah 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 blah. There have been 16 positive test results from 8,687 tests. In total. So that's not a bad return. 8,687 people have been tested in the football world every other week. Well, every other day really. They get tested about twice a week. And there's only been 16 positive tests out of that. That's not bad going, to be fair. Out of all of the Football League and the Premier League, that's not bad going. Spurs' statement on Saturday said the club was following the government's definition of close contact as being within 2 meters of a confirmed case for 15 minutes or more. The club added, the Norwich player in question has confirmed he had no close contacts with our team yesterday, and our squad has also verified this. So it's good that from one side of things that that they are making sure that everybody's okay, and to a degree they are taking the correct steps. But Spurs got beaten in a friendly. Mark says off work this week, so I've been forced to drink lots of alcohol. Just throwing that in there, guys. Well, mate, I'm drinking pepper spray as it stands at the minute. So give me your thoughts on this, guys. There's only 2 people properly engaging so far out of 22. So come on, pull your fingers out, guys. Cheers, Mark, if you're drinking. And cheers to everybody else if you're drinking as well, for that matter. Good health, and I hope you've had a good weekend. Because I do like having a drink while you guys are here as well. It makes it a little bit more sociable. Doesn't make me feel like I'm sitting in an empty room having a drink. Ken Hammers, hello, mate. So the only thing that really concerns Ken is Oggy's fitness for start next week. Oggy's being the best player this season. Apparently, he should be okay for Wednesday, for Saturday. We'll find out. Neil Ross, hello, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Long time no see. Ain't seen you for a while. But yeah, as I say, there's knocks to Creswell and Masuaku. That's the other player I was thinking of. So it's Creswell, Masuaku. Wilshere technically, they've had a bit of strains here and there, so it's not too bad. It's not as bad as everyone was thinking it was going to be. We'll have to wait and see, of course, and find out. Now, as I say, haven't got a lot to talk about, guys. So we will be doing the pub quiz. So get your pens and paper ready, have them ready, because we won't be going through it yet, but we will be going through it very, very soon. So make sure you're prepared for that, because I know you guys have enjoyed doing these exams, these quizzes, I should say. And but no, it's been fun. It's been good. I think it's very, very quickly become a Sunday tradition that we'll do a quiz on Sundays. So because that seems to be pretty much the most quietest of days, because the majority of reports that everybody's been reading and talking about have been the friendlies, and we knew nothing about those. So we can't bash on too long for us. Gary, good evening, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Neil says he's on the orange squash. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. Quite a lot of sugar in that as well, for that matter. But yeah, fair play to you, sunshine. And also, Creswell came out with a very, very good, very interesting topic as well. On this, when he's talking about the restart. Very, very interesting video he did. So I'll have a read what you said. Said we haven't got long to go now. It's been a tough few months, not knowing when we would be starting back up, whether we'd be playing or not playing, the venues, everything. But to be fair to the lads and the coaching staff and the fitness lads, they've been really on it. It's been tough for us. When the lockdown was on, we only had 1 hour a day to exercise outside, and we weren't allowed to the training ground at that point. But now we're raring to go and we're ready. The gaffer and the fitness coaches have made sure that we haven't left anything behind, and they're making sure we're ready to go come the first game next Sunday. So from that point of view, we're fully prepared and ready to go. It's only ready to go quite a fair bit. It's going to be tough with the 9 games in 6 weeks, but everyone is in that boat, and we've got to be looking to make sure we're ready for Wolves next Saturday. Then he goes on about the lockdown itself. He said it was kind of a crazy time because my little sister Sadie was born at the end of February. Sorry, my little girl Sadie. Everything just unfolded, and the way it all happened was crazy. But thankfully, we're all fit and healthy. Keeping her and our son Sonny entertained over the last 3 months has been tough and challenging, but it's been good. It's been good to have him me time. I think that's me time at home, to be around them. Usually when we're playing, I'm away Friday and Saturday, so I won't see them until Sunday. So it's been nice to spend time with them as well. And at the end of the day, guys, it's perfectly true. We all know how catalogued Creswell's statements been very, very early on about how things were. And he seems very, very different. The issue seems very, very attitude seems to be a lot different now, which is understandable. He's back to work, he's doing things normally, so his attitude is going to be different. Let's have a look. Who's Ben Davis? Hello, mate. Good to see you back again. Eden says, "Good evening, Gary and everyone. Hello, good to see you." Most controversial West Ham moment, mate. There's too many. There's absolutely too many of them. It really, really has. There's been so many. I mean, obviously, the most controversial moment was the Tevez and Mascherano stuff. I can't think of anything that tops it recently, or before that, really. Anything more controversial than that? No, I don't think there is. JJ says, "John, can't you do an idiot guide to Sunday quiz? I'm lucky I get between 0 and 2. Well, this is the thing, mate. This is the whole point of doing the quizzes, is the fact that you learned a little bit of history. I mean, I took the 20 questions and I got half. I got half of them right. The first 10 I absolutely smashed. The second 10 I'm useless at. Because the first 10 are basically going to be general knowledge quiz. And then the second, and then the second half of it is all about the 2007-2008 season. So just to keep you guys a little bit prepared on that. Kieran says the whole experience of walking out to empty stadium must help. It probably does, mate. There's probably not going to be a lot of not as much pressure on. I mean, there's still going to be pressure on because they know everyone's going to be watching. I mean, especially with Fabianski's comments we were talking about yesterday, where he was basically saying that he's feeling the pressure of the players. He didn't actually said he feel the pressure, but he says he senses that all the players sense and feel the players. So they can tell the pressure. They can tell the pressure they're under. Neil says, just can't wait for the football to start again. Apologies, I've already read that out. Yeah, agreed though, mate. Yeah, I mean, I am looking forward to it. I'm actually going to be watching one of the Wednesday night games. So after we do this live stream on Wednesday night, I'll be watching. Was it City Arsenal, if I remember correctly, or Arsenal City, whichever way around it is. JJ says, still think Nolan has a lot to do with our confidence. Possibly. Well, again, Jay, we'll have to wait and see. Andy says, just hope we get off to a flyer next Saturday. Mark's asked a very, very good question. Take a draw week next week. Yes and no. Yes and no. I like to have a draw because because I'd hate the first game to be a loss. I'd love it, of course, to have a win, but I'd hate to be the first game with a loss on that. Ben Davis says he'd take a draw. Kieran says he's taking 1-1. Andy says Tony Gale getting sent off in the semi-final, never a foul. Yeah, that's close to it, mate. Yeah. Mark's the same thing. I'm on with Andy with that. Changed the game big time. It did. Ben Davis says Tevez as well. Yeah. Arsenal Man City is the 8 o'clock start. Yeah, well, this finishes at 7:30, so that'll give me plenty of time to literally whip everything round and watch it on the big screen. Looking forward to that. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it, especially bearing in mind knowing that the referee was born and raised in South Manchester, Anthony Taylor. That'd be an interesting one. That'd be a very, very interesting one. So Rick, thank you very much for loving this on Facebook. I hope you're still here because I haven't heard anything from you. And thanks, Mark, for loving it liking it on Facebook. Okay, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. So when it comes to so we're gonna do the quiz at 6 o'clock. So we've got 12 minutes where we can talk about things. As I say, there's not a lot really to talk about in terms of worthwhile things because there's a stupid amount of transfers, gossip going around, and it's so bloody stupid. It is unbelievably stupid. One thing I'm warning you guys on now is Sunderland have released Kyle Lafferty from he's gone off release on that. So yeah, guys, that'd be interesting. I guarantee, honestly, mark the cards. Yeah, Rick's still here. Good. I guarantee you, within a couple of days, we'll be linked with Lafferty. It's the way it works. That's the way it works. I've said it here now because he's a free, he's a striker. He's worked with Moyes. That's Neil Ross said, yeah, come up to 7. Sorry, guys. Yeah, apologies. 7 o'clock, Neil. Come on, don't be pedantic. You knew full well what I meant. But yeah, so we've got 11 minutes for us to do before we do the quiz. Mark says, John, are we watching City versus Arsenal together? Do you know what, Mark? I might not. I'm not going to do it on YouTube. I'm not going to do it on YouTube. But I might do it on Facebook and Periscope actually, because as I said to you guys, I need a bit of practice to do the watch alongs. So I might actually watch this space, guys. Watch this space. Ben says about Lafferty is terrible. Mark says same thing. Lafferty isn't good enough for Premier League. Yeah, that's why he was at League One. Has been released before the end of the season. I mean, okay, yes, the season is suspended now, but still, you know what I mean. Eden says recently Lefty's been passed around clubs and is an aging rubbish striker, so we will definitely be linked with him. I'm telling you, man. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Just watch this space. Watch this space. Okay, guys. So I asked you this question. I said talk to you about this last night, and nobody actually mentioned anything when I asked you when I was talking about it. Have any of you guys watched the first team on BBC? Let me know if you have, and if you have, let me know what your thoughts are on it. Because when I said it yesterday, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very, very good sitcom. Not the best, um, but there was a lot of David Sullivan in there. There's a lot of football clubs in general. You can, when you watch it, you can see there's a bit of Arsenal in there. There's a bit of there's definitely a bit of City in there as well, for that matter. It's quite entertaining. Andy says about Lafferty, rubbish, old, cheap, fits our budget perfectly. Agreed. What was the other player that people were saying was we should never go anywhere near? But it's Sullivan all over. There was another player recently. Who was it? I can't remember. I'll have to double check what it was. Ben says no, he hasn't seen it yet. So guys, go watch it. If any of other you guys haven't seen it, then go, by all means, go and watch it, because it is funny. It is a good laugh. It's not the fun. It's nowhere near as funny as I thought it was going to be. The timing's not perfect, but some of it is very, very funny. As I say, episode 6 is the funniest one. Rick says he hasn't seen it either. Mark says Lefty only plays well for Northern Ireland. Agreed. Let's have a look. Where are we? Here we go. Haksabanovic has done an interview, which I'll read in a minute. Andy says, not seen it, mate. Might have to take a look, as Baz worked on it as his executive hire. Yeah. His company. Yeah. Mark says, not seen it yet, but intend to watch it. Kieran says he can't get it in Brisbane. Well, you never know, mate. You never know. Get yourself a VPN. You can watch it. Just don't broadcast when you're doing it, when you're using a VPN. Don't broadcast it. So let's see what he says, if there is anything. Haksabanovic is saying, of course I feel relief, since I did not know what could happen, where I could go. Now that's done, it's pretty nice. Now I know I'll be here, and this is where I want to be, and that's it. So standard. Thanking you. So Ben Davis says, I'll watch the first team later this evening. Well, Ben, so basically there's an American kid in there, which is basically the footballing Yankee equivalent of Will. There's a recognised I think it's midfield. He's 16. He's number 16. Funny enough, there's a little Scouser kid who's very a weird. That he's been written up as, and I pretty much agree with this, that he's a combination of Will. He's a combination of Neil and Simon. And there's another guy in here who's a junior, thinks he's the dog's bollocks, hasn't got a clue about the world or anything, and he's quite a J style character. So you can see the reminiscences of him in there. But yeah, Mark says I'm getting drunk. I better watch it tomorrow. Mark, you might as well watch it tonight, mate. You'll find it funnier. It very much is that sort of Friday evening, and hence it being on telly on a Friday night. A few beers, trust me, you'll find it much funnier that way. You really, really will. See what else is in. Yeah, it's just all the same old garbage. Clarence and Hugh are saying that we are tracking a championship left back. Wiggins and Anthony Robinson, who has returned to training after undergoing treatment on a heart issue detected during a failed transfer to AC Milan in January. The 22-year-old defender was poised to make a 7-figure move to the Serie A side, only for irregular heart rhythm to show up during his medical. He has since had further tests and treatment and returned with his doctors telling him he doesn't require further medical procedures, which is good. Robinson's return to football comes after months of treatment with the championship club's medical staff and an independent cardiologist. It's very, very good to see that he's that the clubs are taking those sort of things seriously, because I can't remember the guy's name now, and I'm sure you'll be able to tell me. The guy that was playing for West Brom, and he collapsed at Spurs during the cup game, if I remember correctly, and died on the field. but was been able to resuscitate. I can never remember the guy's name. But yeah, in March it was revealed that the former Everton trainee was planned to undergo cardiac ablation to fix the issue detected in his heart. Robinson joined Wigan from Everton Academy in July 19 for £2 million on a 3-year contract. Okay, so a report in the Sun newspaper today by Alan Nixon claims Slaven Bilic and David Moyes are tracking the player's possible availability in the summer. Anyone knows who he is, with the exception of Saki Mark, saying Tony Robinson, he was in Blackadder, he's too old. And what was it? Time Team as well we did. And there's another program we did after Blackadder as well, for that matter. Thank you, Bill. Good to see you, mate. Fabrice from Mwamba. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're all right. Ben Davis Mwamba, he's only in his mid-20s as well. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just going to do a shout out for Bill actually in Garage Football, because fair play to him. Bill contacted me asking if he could sponsor the preview that's coming up for the Wolves game. But I said to him, rather than, because we did talk about prices beforehand, but I did kind of say to him, I did have a little bit of a think, and I just went, actually, I'll give him a shout out if on the preview, because technically it will be in association with Garage Football. But yeah, but I basically said to him, yeah, just don't make a donation to the NHS instead of paying me to do it. So, which he has done. So fair play to him, mate. So thank you, Bill, for doing that. Any commission I get from this the channel sponsor 3retro.com for the retro shirts that you guys buy through the link in the description, the commission will be going to the NHS anyway. So, I mean, the good thing is I get paid next week by YouTube. It's not much, but it will help with a few things. It really, really will help with a few things on it. So it's good. So Andy asks, wasn't he at Bolton? I think he was, mate, to be fair. And Ben Davis said, yes, he was. Good. Yeah, no, he's in. Hello, mate. You almost in. Good timing, mate, because we're almost about to do the Sunday quiz. So get your pen and paper ready. Hope you're all right. So yeah, anything else? Just what you want to, Bill? Any questions, mate? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've been absolutely sweating like crazy. Absolutely sweating like crazy with this summer heat. It's lovely, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely beautiful to have this heat, but yeah, it's really, really nice. I mean, it's not been too bad. It's only been about 23, 24 degrees Celsius here, but this, where I am, the room really, really stores heat. I'm sweating like mad. Hence me getting through these beers very, very quickly. Not very quick. I mean, obviously, I haven't stopped talking for the last half an hour, but yeah. So, yeah, no, he says that's good. A good thing of both of you to do. Both of you, NHS is good. Well, cool. I'm going to do that. Mark says it's been a belter of a day. It has. It's been a nice weekend. Actually, it's not been sunshine. It's not been massive amounts of sunshine, but it's been hot. It's been cloudy. It's been good. Bill asked final West Ham league position. I'm going to go 15th, mate. I'd take that any day of the week. I honestly think we're going to finish 17th. I really, really think we will do, because I can't see us getting more than 13. Where are we? 36 points. I really, really can't. But if we do, fair play. I always say at the start of every single season, bar this season, I've always said top 15. Always said top 15. Because it's the safest. Therefore, if we don't get relegated, you're not that. If we get relegated, you're not really that disappointed, because you could see it coming. But if we stay around about where the middle to the bottom end of the table, then you're all right with that side of things. Jay says 16th. Mark says he'd take 17th. Neil says he's got his pen and paper ready for the quiz. Good. Yep, Nick would take that, but I think by the skin of the teeth will stay up. So yeah, 17th on goal difference, mate. I reckon 16th or 17th on goal difference. Okay, so Neil's ready. I'm sure. Yeah, Yenoi's ready. Bill, are you ready? Neil, Kieran, are you ready? Kieran says 22 degrees here, John, but it is weather. It's winter. Rick reckons he's going to be 16th. Mark saying that I enjoyed the championship last time. Yeah, because it made a change, mate. It made a change, but not many of us want it to be there too long. So let me know when you guys are ready. There's 26 people in the chat. So watching this at the minute, and only a handful of you talking. So guys, if you don't feel shy, just to drop a quick message. Andy says he's ready. Mark says he's born ready. Well, in your honour, Marky boy, this is a Welsh. Let's see if you can see the top of that, mate. In your honour, where are we? Welsh red ale. There you go. It's not really that red. It's murky brown. But yeah, so in your honour, Ginge. Honestly, it's the first thing I thought of when I'm ready. Good. Ben's Regan's 15th. I'm hoping Ben's gonna be ready. Garage Bill's ready as well. Guys, just for those that haven't done this quiz before, it's 5 points for every question, and there will be questions with a bonus point in there as well. So it's 20 questions, so it's 100 points. And it's 5 points per question. So note that down first and foremost. Note that down. So it's 5 points for every correct question, and there will be at least one with a bonus point in there. All right. Okay. So JJ's with 50-50. Can you phone a friend? You won't have time to phone a friend, Sunshine. So get yourselves ready. Okay. So question 1. Starting off with a few easy ones, as we always do, just to boost your confidence. In what year was the club formed? AKA, so in what year was West Ham formed? Question number 2. What was the previous name of the club before becoming West Ham United? So question number 2 again. What was the previous name of the club before becoming West Ham United? Question number 3. Where did the club first play their home games? Question number 3 again. Where did the club first play their home games? So don't put your answers in the chat. Just put your answers on the pen and paper. So, and then I'll read out the question. In actual fact, I'll change it slightly. I'll do the first 10, and then I'll read out the answers. I'll do the second 10, and I'll read out the answers that way. Make it a bit more fairer. So remember, it's 5 points for each correct answer, and a bonus point if should there be an additional part in there. So question number 3 again. Where did the club first play their home games? Question number 4. Who was the club's first manager in their history? And question number 4 again. Who was the club's first manager in their history? Question number 5. Which of these set a record for the most Premier League appearances for the appearances? Sorry, who was the who? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Who up until recently, shall we say? Let me rephrase the question because this quiz is a little bit old. Up until recently, who held the record amount of most league appearances for the Hammers? So taking out Noble, because we know he's past that. So before, who did Mark? Let me rephrase the question in that case. Who did Mark Noble overtake for the most league appearances for West Ham? Make it a bit better. That's a bit better. That's a bit better way of phrasing that question. Who did West Ham beat in 1968 to set the club record of their biggest league victory? And a bonus point if you get, in actual fact, 2 bonus points if you get the full date correctly, and a bonus point if you get the month of that year. So that two extra points if you get the day and the month. And just 1 bonus point if you get Just the month. So who did West Ham beat in 1968 to set a club record for the biggest league victory? Question number 7. West Ham won, true or false question, I should say. West Ham won England's top flight title during the 20th century. True or false? West Ham won England's top flight title during the 20th century. True or false? And who is West Ham's highest goal scorer? Highest league goal scorer in the season. So, which player scored the most league goals in a season for West Ham United? Question number 9. In which season did West Ham make their debut in the Football League? Question number 9 again. In which season did West Ham make their debut in the Football League? Question number 10. The Hammers is one nickname given to the club. What is the other? What is the other? So number 10, the Hammers is one nickname given to the club. What is the other? All right. So as I promised, we've gone through the 10. So let me know, guys, when you're ready with your 10, and I'll give you the answers, which I'm sure you'll all smash this. Because I always try and do a lot of these easy ones, but there are a couple of sidewinders in there. There are a couple of sidewinders which I fell foul to when I went through this test myself. This quiz, I should say. To see if there is any more news coming up. It doesn't look like there's anything breaking really to say. Nothing really going on there. Right, so Mark says still waiting on your call, Jay. Mark's ready, Rick's ready, Andy's ready. Billy boy, you ready? Kieran, are you ready if you're still here? Neil, are you ready? Yanoi, if you're ready. Ben. Kieran's all good and excited. Goody gumdrops. Yeah, it's the same thing we talked about yesterday. Okay, so of course. Right, so answer to question number 1. In what year was West Ham United formed? Technically, but yeah, 1895. Number 2, what was the previous name of the club before becoming West Ham United? As we all know, Thames Ironworks. Question number 3, where did the club first play their home games? And it isn't the one that everybody thinks that it probably is. It wasn't the Upton Park or the Bowling. It was, in actual fact, the Memorial Recreation Ground. Question number 4, who was the club's first manager in their history? Sid King. Question number 5, who set the record for the most league appearances for the Hammers before Mark Noble overtook him? Billy Bonds. Question number 6. Who did West Ham beat in 1968 to set a club record for their biggest league victory? Sunderland Athletic Football Club. Bonus point if you got October 68. Bonus 2 points if you got 19th of October 68. Question number 7. True or false, West Ham won England's top flight title during the 20th century? As we all know, it's complete bollocks. It's completely false. We never have. We came very close to it, but never did it. Question number 8. Which player scored the most league goals in a season for West Ham? Vic Watson, who, if I remember correctly, is still the highest leading goal scorer ever anyway. Question number 9. In which season did West Ham make their debut in the Football League I should say. In which it was a 1919 to 20 season. So it was 100 years ago we made our Football League debut. little bit strange that the club didn't remember that one. Anyway, and question number 10. The Hammers is one nickname given to the club. What is the other? And of course it is, as always, technically, I know we all say it, but we don't say it properly, the Irons. So for basically, where are we? So 52 points to play for here. 52 points. Let me know how many points you guys got out of that. So Yanai, Ben, Neil, Jay, Kieran, etc., etc. Let me know how many points you got out of that. So it's 50 points. Sorry, 5 points per point there. Sorry, it wasn't 100, 200, was it? It was 100. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, hang on. Neil says, I said 1920. Does that count? It's season, not year. But you'll get half a point because you got we got half of it right. So you get half a point for that, mate. Mark says 25 guys keep up. And I says 26. Andy's on 25. Rick's got 15. Kieran's got 7. He means 35. Yeah, so 7 5s to 35, so 35 points. And Kieran's on 25 points. Okay, so next round of questions. This is where they get a little bit trickier. So hold on to your hats here, chaps. Question number 11. And chap S is if there's any women playing along. Ben said he's got 6. He got 6 right. Good lad. 6 out of 10 ain't bad. Looks like only Yanai maybe got the month. I've got a funny feeling Yanai Googled what month it was. I'm in 68. Okay, so question number 11. Who scored? As I say, this is for those that joined the stream late after we talked about it. This is for the 2007-2008 season. So, who scored West Ham United's first goal of the 2007 and 8 season? Who scored of the 2007 and 8 season? Who scored the first goal? Number 12, which is a very, very tricky one. So apologies for it, but it's a good question. Which of the following West Ham United matches was not shown on Sky Sports in 2007? Blackburn Rovers 0, West Ham 1. Newcastle United 3, West Ham 1. West Ham 1, Bolton 1. Or Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 0. Which out of those 4 games was not broadcast on Sky Sports in 2007? So it's obviously earlier on in that season. Number 13, George McCartney. Sorry, true or false? George McCartney played every minute of every West Ham United Premier League match in 2007-8. True or false? So true or false? George McCartney played every minute of every West Ham United Premier League match in the 2007 and 8 season. Question 14. Which of these American players had played for West Ham United? Brian McBride, Kobe Jones, John Harkes, or Casey Keller? So again, which of these American players had played for West Ham United? Brian McBride, Kobe Jones, John Harkes, or Casey Keller? Question number 15. Who was the Welsh firebrand, whatever the bloody hell that means? So which Welsh player signed for West Ham United in the transfer window of summer of 2007? Danny Gabidon, John Hartson, Craig Bellamy, or James Collins? So which Welsh player signed for West Ham in the summer transfer window of 2007? Danny Gabidon, John Hartson, Craig Bellamy, or James Collins? Question number 16. Against which team did Kieran Dyer suffer a horrific double leg break in 2007? So again, Against which team did Kieran Dyer suffer a horrific double leg break in 2007? Question 17. Against Birmingham City at home on the 9th of February of 2008, Rob Green wore goalkeeping gloves, claiming he was England's number what? So again, at Birmingham City at I'm about to say London Stadium, against Birmingham City at home on the 9th of February 2008, Rob Green wore goalkeeping gloves, claiming he was England's number what? Question 18. Who was the first West Ham player to be sent off in the 2007 and 8 season? So again, in 2007 and 8, who was the first West Ham player to be sent off? Question 19. Who scored West Ham's goal in the 1-1 draw at home to Bolton Wanderers on the 4th of November 2007? So who scored number 19 again, sorry, I should say. Who scored West Ham's goal in the 1-1 draw with Bolton Wanderers on the 4th of November 2007? And number 20, how many West Ham United players made their debut on the opening day of the Premier League season in 2007 and 8? So, guys, no bonus point. I was tempted to put the bonus points in for who that actually was, but I didn't, so I can't, so I won't. So let me know when you guys are ready with your answers, because I know some of you will actually do a bit of a catch up on this. So let me know when the majority of you guys are ready, and we'll go through the answers. Neil, bless him, got 5.5 points. So he got 1.5 right. Bless you, fella. Bless you. So the first 10 were a lot easier in comparison to the second 10. I guarantee you that. So Neil's ready already. Good. Just seeing what's about while you guys are getting your answers. I'm sure some of you probably repeat. And while you guys are ready, X has basically said, Kent, if you're still with us, mate, because I know we were talking before, because you very kindly overviewed a little graphic animation I was trying to do. Somebody has tweeted at X saying, X, is there any chance now that we have Souček, we might move Dek back into centre back if Oggy is injured? And X has said, yes, there is definitely a chance. So it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just means that's going to be the it could be. Okay, so Ben says ready, amigo. Jay says ready. Andy says go. Yanoi says ready. Kieran says good. Neil says his birthday is on the Villa game. I'll try and remember that, mate. If you're going to be watching us, we'll sing happy birthday to you. 2008, I was only 35. How am I supposed to remember that? So, in other words, mate, you done badly. So or you could have done very well. You're trying to play us a poker face over the internet. So let's have a look. Okay, so question number 11. Who scored the West Ham's first goal of 2007 and 2008? The one, the only, Mark Noble. Question 12. Which of the following West Ham United matches was not shown on Sky Sports in 2007? Our 1-0 win victory away to Blackburn Rovers, our 3-1 loss to Newcastle away, our 1-1 draw against Bolton, or Aston Villa away loss? It was Aston Villa. True or false? George McCartney played every minute of the West Ham United Premier League match in 2007 and 8. False. Totally false. Number 14, which of these American players had played for West Ham United? Brian McBride, Kobe Jones, John Harkes, or Casey Keller? The answer is John Harkes. Question 15. Who was the Welsh player who signed for West Ham United in the summer of transfer window of 2007? Was it Danny Gabardon? Was it John Hartson? Was it Craig Bellamy? Or was it Ginger Collins? It was Bellas, Craig Bellamy. In number 16, against which team did Kieran Dyer suffer a horrific double leg break in 2007? And it was Bristol Rovers. So I'm guessing that would have been the league. That was the League Cup game, if I remember right. Don't think it was FA Cup. Number 17, against Birmingham City at home on the 9th of February 2008, Rob Green wore goalkeeping gloves, claiming he was England's number what? It was number 6. Number 18, who was the first West Ham player to be sent off in the 2007 and 8 season? Who else is it going to be? None other than current Charlton Athletic boss, Lee Bowyer. Number 19, who scored West Ham's goal in the 1-1 draw with Bolton Wanderers on the 4th of November 2007? Answers already been given in this so far, technically. George McCartney. And question number 20, how many West Ham United players made their debut on the opening day of the Premier League season 2007-2008? Was 2. So out of the 50 available guys, let me know what Neil last July 26th. Thank you very much, mate. So out of the available 50 points, let me know, you guys, how many points you've got out of that, and so therefore in total, out of the 102 points available, let me know how many out of that you've actually got. As I say, my points would have been, what was it? My points would have been 50. My points would have been 50. 50 out of 102. So not brilliant. So let me know what you guys are saying. And also, of course, because we're at the end of my section of it now, I'm more than happy to take any more questions on there as well. Bill, let us know, because we haven't heard from your son. Let me know if you've done. Neil says he was useless, best and got 2 in that round. Mate, I only got 2 out of that. I only got 2 out of that when I took it. Jay says 35 points out of that. So 7 again. Kieran says, yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course you got every single one right. But I'm sure that's your total, mate. So you got 50% out of it. But yeah, so let's see what else you guys have got. Mark says his total score was 35. I get me coat. Pathetic. I put Ian Pearce for most answers. Surely he did something. Yes, he did. He was not a bad player, to be fair, mate. Not a bad player. Rick says he got 25. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, Kieran. Yeah, it was in total. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad, mate, to be fair. As I say, the first 10 are the easier ones. I got 8 out of 10 for the first 10, and then I got 2 out of 10 for the others, so I can't really sit there and laugh too much. I was even quite generous. I mean, obviously Neil's going to put his add his half in there for the other one question he got. Jay got 35 points in total. Yeah, well, it's understandable, mate. You know, there are the it's interesting out of that, so those questions. That's why I like doing them, because there's some very, very easy questions in there, some very hard ones in there as well. As I say, I was quite shocked at how much I didn't get out of that second set as well, for that matter. All right, guys, we just got just over 5 minutes left. So if you've got any questions or anything you guys want me to look into for you for the next video, anything, obviously nothing too ridiculous. Mark, before you say master English, before we say anything. Mark says, I remember things but can't attach the years. It's my head, but it's all muddled up, mate. My memory is shocking at the moment. It really, really is terrible. Unbelievable. Ben says, was told on Twitter by American Hammies that Adam Frankel is awake but still in hospital. Hope he makes a speedy recovery. Yes, we talked about it yesterday. I didn't see anything on Twitter this morning. But again, Adam, I hope you're doing well, mate, if you are watching this. And hopefully Adam's been playing along as well if he is watching this. Obviously not while he's in hospital, but when he comes out. I'm impressed with this. Jay's impressed with this score. Not bad, mate. Not bad. And good news, Ben. Yep. It's not bad at all. Not bad. I can't wait to get back to normal, man. I really, really can't. Mark, Andy says, Mark, that's dementia, you old fart. Oh, sorry, old age, I meant. And Mark says, Andy, I bet that you're the same. Honestly, my memory is just ridiculous. It really is bad at the minute. You know what? I mean, I'm sitting here reading stuff that I've read that like, for example, 2007 and 8, I did see quite a few games of those. And I don't remember half of that stuff. I really, really don't. Kieran says he was on American Hammers TV recently with Adam, top bloke. Yeah, he seems a good bloke. He really, really does seem a good geezer. Really does seem a good guy to talk to. Very, he does seem very, very friendly. Very, very friendly. And likewise for my compatriot name over there, John, as well. I've spoken to John a couple of times on the Friday Night Likes. They're all good guys. They're all good guys. But yeah, Adam seems a blinder. Mark says, I remember the 80s vividly, but last week is a blur. Yeah, that's the funny thing, mate. The older you get, your short-term memory just disappears, and your medium to long-term really improves. I don't understand it. Jay says, I think a lot of us have got more brain dead since lockdown. Agreed. Yeah, we have, in more ways than one, which I won't go into, but we certainly have. Yeah, especially when we're not used to things and everything. But yeah, it's been interesting. But guys, it's absolutely beautiful out there. My neighbours have got some parties out there, and I've been out today. Went out for a walk. Had a really, really nice chat with Marshy, Nick Marsh, good geezer. Had a nice chat while I was out there sweating my bollocks off in the heat. Not really seen that much of the weekend because the weekend's absolutely flown by. It really, really has flown by. But it always does, unfortunately. When you're chilling out and you're doing what you want to do, the time absolutely shoots by. It really, really does. But obviously, it's Monday tomorrow. Mark says, great show. Thank you very much, mate. It'd be great to have any of you guys. If any of you guys are brave enough to come on, let me know. And I can send you guys messages either through Facebook or Twitter. We can send the invite through. I mean, now things seem to be calming down a little bit, where there's no trolls in it here again, and there's no little idiots trying to prove themselves as well, for that matter. So it's good. We think we should. It'd be nice to have conversation with you guys on camera. It's good. I'm not wrapping it up, guys, at the moment. Jay says, think we should all promote American Hammers TV. Really good people, fellow Hammers. Yeah, they are really good people. Mark says, why do Hertha win every week until I put them on my foot? You bet. Mate, it's like having your fantasy league team. It's exactly the same principle. Really, really is exactly the same principle. You put all your guys, remember, you've gotten to, if any of you guys do the fantasy football, that do the fantasy football, make sure you get your team updated by Wednesday afternoon / evening, because the hour before the Aston Villa Sheffield United game, you won't be able to. That's when the deadline runs out. So if you are doing your fantasy league, it's completely unlimited transfers at the minute. I've made so many bloody changes to it. But yeah, make sure you put it up. Andy says the battery's about to die in 1%, and J Jazz says, "Is that the one in your head, Andy?" the one next to his metal plate, definitely. But guys, honestly, it's been fantastic to talk to you as always. It's been real good fun to do this quiz with you. I hope you've enjoyed it as always. If you're new to the channel, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button. It's nice to see we had a new subscriber yesterday. It's good news. Obviously I want to try and get us back to 1600 because I want to be playing that. Want to play the guitar for you again, and the other two in the corner. So let's get us to 1600 and get that live gig all done. And he says he's a pacemaker. But yeah, by all means, guys, click on the link down below for the 3 retro. Because Mark, I know you said you were Mark English. I know you said you were looking to get some buy a shirt in there. So by all means, go check that out, mate. Also, go follow me on Twitter. All social media links are in the description below as well. It'd be nice to get to the Instagram account into some decent triple figures, and it'd be nice to get to the Twitter account to because we're not that far away from 1,000. It's 600 and something, so it'd be quite nice to get that number counted up. So in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of this very, very hot Saturday afternoon, or Saturday evening, I should say, and I will see you bright same time, 6:30 every evening until normality resumes, whatever normality is nowadays. But I'll see you soon, guys. You take care.